Welcome to the Grandpa Channel, where stories don't fade, they get recorded. I'm Steve Harris. My grandkids call me Rivers. This podcast is where grandpas and grandchildren pull up a chair, turn on a mic, and let her rip. Grandpa stories are chock full of wisdom, life lessons, and frankly, funny as hell. Your stories are the magic elixir to help your grandkids navigate Mr. Toad's wild ride, aka life. Let's Grandpa. Welcome. I'm Rivers, and we have an extraordinary guest with us today. His name is Stanley Lear. Stanley, you are the oldest person we have interviewed, and I might add probably will retain that title as we go down, and it's absolutely delightful to be with you.
Good to be here.
So were you born in 1930?
1930,
Holy cow.
October 30th.
And that means you were born smack dab at the beginning, if not in a little bit of the Great Depression.
Yeah.
So tell me, what kind of circumstances were your parents? Were you poor? Was the family poor? Did you struggle? Tell us some.
My parents were pretty poor. I remember Dad worked for $11 a week one time, way back there, you know.
Wow. Yeah.
And one time he sold some kind of product, I think, to make a living. And worked on the farm most of the time, so we had milk. And Mom make bread every day, and I had bread and milk. That's about what
Really?
lived on a lot. And used to meet passenger train every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and help get the papers in Minneapolis Tribune, get the papers off. I'd ride the train till it started moving, and I'd get on and deliver papers around town.
You were 7 years old when you did this?
Yeah.
Holy cow. And so you would just kind of go with the train. It got you closer to where you had to go deliver the newspaper, we imagine.
I'd get on the train, big passenger train then.
Yeah.
Just sell all the papers you could.
Oh, on the train. Okay. Yeah.
And we started moving. There's two big elevators, and we got to the second one, I'd get off.
And so how many newspapers typically would you sell?
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Just a little town, too. But I bought me a bicycle, I think it was 9. Made payments on that. Some papers.
How big a family did you come from?
There's 10 of us.
And where are you among the 10?
I'm the oldest one.
You're the patriarch.
Oldest one to 10, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the house or the place that you lived. What was it like?
I wish I had a picture of it. I think it's probably a little over 20 foot long and 12 foot wide. And
you're kidding me.
It's all tar paper.
Really?
It just wooden frame. Had 2x studs, but then they put tar paper on it. Covered the inside with newspapers and overalls, whatever they could find.
Was it cold during?
It never was cold. We heated it with an old stove, just a cook stove. Mom used to open the front door and put a post in there and put a chair on the end of the post. Then it burned off and just keep pushing it. It had shutters on it, so it was nice and warm.
So all of you were in this 20 by 12 edifice?
I got a picture of it home. It's hard to believe. It'd be about half of this front room. But
that's amazing.
Had beds on one end. I had a cot I slept in and folded up every day. And the rest of me stayed 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom.
Did you feel like you were poor growing up?
Didn't know it. I went to the schoolhouse. Went to the 5th grade in Minnesota. And I moved to Missouri. Went to work for my uncle when I was 11. And went to school down there. I had to go to another school, and they didn't teach the 6th grade, so I had to take the 7th. So the next year I had to go over and take the 6th, then go back to the Southern and take the 8th the next year. Then somebody's sick all year, so I missed most of the time. Teacher said, pass your test, I'll get your diploma, so that's what I done.
So how many years of school did you have?
So I went 8th grade. Didn't go probably 40 days to 8. Quit smoking when I was 7, I think, or somewhere in there.
You're an early tobacco use. My dad was pretty, he didn't have a whole lot of supervision. He used to laugh, and he said, I had my first cigarette at the age of 5. And he said, I quit the nicotine habit when I was 7. So, I think that's probably contributed to your long life.
I think years ago, my uncle made a deal with 5 of us. If you didn't smoke and drink and custody at 21, get you a new Stetson hat. Anyway, I'm the only one living, so I don't know if it helped him.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 20.
Uh-huh. And how old was...
She was 19. Yeah, come down for Christmas. I live in Minnesota. She lived down here. As they come down for Christmas, her folks were moving into a small apartment. Her to get her one. I said, you just well go on with me. She said, I believe I will. Took care of that deal.
How did you and your wife meet?
Well, I come down there and brought my mother down for to see her folks on Christmas, and they went by my wife's, my mother's sister's place, and my wife was sitting in there playing cards, and she looked up and smiled at me.
You're a goner.
If she hadn't smiled, I'd probably...
Yeah.
On a milk cake.
Yeah, I took her and bought her a Coke, and I wrote a lot of letters, but
Did you really?
every time I come back, I figured she'd be gone, but she never was. So it lucked out. She's best in the world.
How? Tell us how many years you and Velma were married.
73 years and 3 months and 18 days.
But who's counting, right? So what was she like?
Oh, she's really nice, I think. I can't remember us ever having a serious argument.
Was she a good cook?
A good cook, really a good cook. Yeah.
What were her specialties?
Everything.
Really?
Whatever she fixed was good. But
Yeah.
save us for that peach cobbler.
Did you ever know your grandparents at all?
All of them.
What was your grandpa like?
Well, the grandmother come over on a boat when she was 13
From where?
from England.
From England. Okay.
Well, the grandpa, he was a Pennsylvania Dutch or something. But
Yeah.
they were pretty old when I knew them, but I knew all of them on both sides.
How many years have you lived at the farm?
52 years.
62 years.
Old cattle and hogs. And
Yeah.
well, I built buildings for a long time. Put up metal buildings for 18 years, I guess. Got too old to climb. I got to building trails, pipe thing, welding. I worked one day around 57 boxes of rod. One place, it was 50-pound boxes. Most people don't use that in their lifetime. Built 246 gates.
Wow.
Worked for him, I think, 10 months one time, and told me to go to fire before he had to buy another new truck. He bought me one new truck, get rid of it before I had to buy another new truck. Had several of them bought me a new truck.
When you were in the armed forces, were you in the army?
Army.
And where were you stationed?
I was in Cap Sioux, France,
Really?
during the Korean War, but sent me to France as a mechanic. Just well been home, you know. If it hadn't have been, I'd have went to Korea, and all the married men went the other way. And
Oh, really?
if you got married after you got in the army, you still went to Korea.
Did you like living in France?
Yeah, just well make the best of it while you're there.
Right.
I'm a mechanic. I got along good. I could take a truck anywhere I wanted to go. We'd go down to Lourdes, France, every once in a while, a big church. Go to Biarritz. There's a big beach down there. I couldn't go swimming. You just sat there and watched. Been to Spain. Took pictures of the sign. Didn't get to go across.
Yeah.
Biarritz is just right on the Spanish border.
When you were a kid, did you ever think that you'd be spending time in France?
I never thought about it, no.
Yeah.
I've been to Paris twice and never seen the Eiffel Tower. Didn't have money to go.
Are you in a place where tornadoes are a regular occurrence in Missouri? Is it the northeastern part of Missouri?
Where I'm it had to be the southern part when you were
Okay.
West.
Are there a lot of tornadoes that come through?
We had a lot of tornadoes in places, yeah. Some of them had one about every night, seemed like.
Yeah.
So far, I've been missing Bolivar pretty good. We had a tornado in Homer in '02. Took 9 outbuildings.
Really?
All the cars. She wanted to get downstairs and got over to the door, and a Tim rode through the other door and would have cut her in half if she
From the
took one more step. Tried to get her to come and sit down. I was on the bed and had a rock on the bed. The only thing.
Really?
It blowed over and took some lamps out. Had a Western hat sitting on the sewing machine. It was still there. The whole wall gone. Had 3 boats and couldn't find one of them. And or have death. Ruined all of them.
And then tell me, I think you can see the bolo tie. I've never seen quite anything like that before.
My sister gave me that, and I thought I better wear it. But
You make things. Tell us what you make.
then I got to making shovel birds. I think I made 2.
So what's a shovel bird?
Well, so you have a picture, I guess. 230. I made 238 of them. It takes a guard off of a mowing machine for the nose, and and the shovel for the body and rebar or something, and paint them all. I made a lot of bride and grooms and
Really?
a lot of storks and a lot of cowboys and a lot of everything.
You made jewelry. Tell us what kind of jewelry.
I just make them cheap earrings and it just bracelets. I made a lot of bracelets.
Yeah. How did you come to start doing that?
Made earrings from shovel birds, and I just made them in there.
Oh, that's really nice.
At a place over in town, they used to had to deal with Sally sold them sometime, restaurant.
Yeah.
Went in there one night, this lady said, God, I love them earrings, and took them off and give them her, and she gave me hers.
This jewelry that you make.
Who to give it? Did any of them.
Uh-huh.
Like, go to the restaurant, we always give it to a bunch of them. And go to the doctor's office. And I may have lost a few coming out here now.
How many countries?
Oh, I got them in 21 countries, I think.
How did you end up doing so many in so many different countries?
Somebody going, I just give them a bag of them. And, I got them, how many of them? Well, you give them the first one in Romania, I think.
Yeah, with 6 of the
Really?
the friends.
And they go to Africa or something, I give them to them. And I think Steve gives them away in France. And that girl getting married, and they made him stay and have cake. I put them on that.
Really? Oh, tell me about your garden.
My garden, got 28 pepper plants. And I got a turnip plant beside them. Got 200 onions.
Yeah.
Set out there. And
Yeah.
cantaloupe and cucumbers, radishes, and beans. Somebody gave me a bag of beans. I put some. It's looking pretty good,
I'll bet it
It'll
is.
get better time we get home. I could green onion sandwiches,
Green onion sandwich.
butter and bread with a bunch of onions on it.
Really?
Makes your breath taste different.
I have never heard of a green onion sandwich before. What
Yeah,
other
right.
things? No.
Always eat them onions. I'm always eat. You have to try that sometime. Put a lot of butter on them.
Yeah. Piece of white bread or different?
White, either one. But
Yeah.
put about 4 onions one way and 3 or 4 the other way. And
You crunch
just
it.
go under.
You're not supposed to have gardens because of the HOA. So how do you hide it from people, or do you just say, "Come and get me"?
Bribe her. I give her fruit. I told her I was going to have it. I never looked.
What's the most surprising thing? You've lived 94 plus years. What's one of the most surprising things about being Stanley Lear in 2025?
I went from working horses and driving cars and then airplanes and now they missiles. We go to the moon and it's going to Mars pretty soon. It's just unbelievable. But the years ago, guys said everything's been invented. It could be invented. That was in 1927, I think.
And then rumor has it that you are this extraordinary uncle / grandfather / patriarch of the Lear family, and that you make a lot of phone calls to people on just to check and see how they're doing.
There they are. Yeah. Might do a little of that,
Yeah. So I want you to imagine this in your mind. Imagine you've got all of your grandkids, all of your nieces and nephews and grandnieces and grandnephews. What would you tell them if you knew that this might be the last time? I'm not saying you're going to die or anything like that,
But they could.
yeah. What would you tell them based on your 94 plus years of living on planet Earth?
Keep smiling. Be about the only thing I know. I think Mom had 105 great grandkids. Only had 49 grandkids, I think.
Only
10 kids.
that's pretty high output.
Pretty good bunch,
Yeah.
A lot of them come to see me once in a while.
You are, I'll tell you from what I've heard, you are universally loved by family members. Yeah. So whatever you're doing is must be
Working.
amazing.
I don't work at it very much anyway, but I do.
I think you're probably just a natural.
I have something that
Yeah.
I always try to be good to them.
Yeah.
Try to give them earrings. One year I had 300 of them laid out. When they had 9 girls, when everybody left, they had 20 of them left.
That's great. Do you have a message for your family?
You got me stuck there probably. I don't
Yeah.
have any idea what to be doing.
You tell them to keep smiling, right?
That's the main thing, I think. Always be honest. Have to keep you out of trouble. They've always been good, so I never had to worry about that.
That's really
That helps us much.
What do you think? What's a good recipe for being a good grandfather?
I always try to treat them good. That's about. Don't know what else I would do. Give them anything they got they want.
Do you have like any regrets, Stanley? Things that you wished you had done, or things that or on the other hand, things that you're really proud that you have done?
I wish I'd had money to learn to fly. I wouldn't have to drive out here. It cost too much back then.
Yeah, it was more expensive. So have you always had a fairly sunny disposition?
I hope anyway.
Do you have a couple of jokes you'd like to share with us? Oh, try me. What's your favorite joke?
You know how to make holy water? Yeah. I tell you, make just like you do oatmeal. You just boil the hell out of it.
It's pretty good. I like that. That's great. What's the Dolly Parton joke?
Anyway, I tell you, he had the worst dream he ever had in his life.
Yeah.
He dreamed of Dolly Parton's baby, and she raised him on the bottle.
That's pretty good.
He was dying and asked the doctor if there's anything that help him live longer. And he told him that, find him a wife.
Wife and about 6 kids, then move well for somewhere, no water, no heat, no lights. And he said, you won't live very long. It'll seem like a hell of a long time, he said. You know why they build a fence around cemeteries?
No, why?
People dying to get in.
Well, I just have to tell you, you are a remarkable person.
Well, thank you.
You're full of goodness, and it's been a pleasure for me to talk to you about your life. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's it for today's episode of the Grandpa Channel. Leave a review, share it with a friend, or better yet, tell your favorite grandpa. We're on a mission to gather 1 million grandpas, storytellers, wisdom keepers, and lovable wild cards. Until next time, keep the mic hot, the memories fresh, and the jokes just slightly inappropriate. I'm out of here.